Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So we got kind of a crazy video going on right now. I'm gonna spit this really fast, but we have Shak's LS400 right here. But unfortunately, it's actually not Shak's LS400 anymore. This is now owned by my cousin Travis. He has the little red Nissan hardbody on the channel, the Z32. He had a little white turbo Civic, and actually, just recently, we went with him and he purchased another gold LS400. But that was the first one. Now he's got this one. We have a video not too long ago where we were driving this thing all around for like 2.5 months, and Shak had finally decided to let it go for something new, which you're going to see this video. But I actually just caught Travis because we were just hanging out with him, and I said, this is a perfect time to make this video. So, well, congratulations to my cousin T. He's now got, compared to his other LS, which is more factory, this one has no accents. It is a lot cleaner. It's on bags. It's got the window tint. It's got the cold air intake. He's got the clear lenses, the little lip. It's got all sorts of things. It's going to need a couple things. Travis's other LS interior is a little cleaner, so I'm thinking we're going to try to swap it into this one, but all depends. But anyway, that's a cool way to start off this video. It is now Travis's LS400, so we're still going to see it on the channel, which is really awesome. But I am really excited for you guys to see what Shak is picking up. He's coming back from South Carolina actually tomorrow, so hopefully we'll see the car in the next day or two. So I'll see you there. Yo, what's up, guys? So we're over at Shak Auto Sales and Service, and we have something pretty cool sitting behind us. It is Shak's new car. So as you've seen, Shak had gotten rid of his LS400 for this Acura Integra. This thing is going to be pretty cool. We're going to walk around it right now. All right, so here we are. This is Shak's, new to him, 1996 Acura Integra. We just did a little messing around. We were checking out the VIN. It's a RS Integra as far as we know, because it does not have a sunroof. The LS, the GS, and the GSRs more likely had the sunroof. I think they all might have came equipped with it. I don't know. You'd know a little bit more than me if you're really into these. But we're going to learn as we go. I've made a couple of videos on them, and yes, generally all of the other models I've seen have sunroofs. The Type R did not come factory with one, so unfortunately, not a Type R, as much as it kind of looks like one. So let's start right off. This car has been painted Phoenix yellow. It came from California. This is kind of all we know about it right now. Shak just went on a trip over to, I believe, Georgia, and on his way back up, he stopped in South Carolina. He's been looking at this car for a couple of weeks now, and we've all been talking him into buying it. As you can tell by the fitment right here, there was some weight missing in the front of this thing. Shak bought a shell, and we're gonna get right into that in just a minute as to why he bought this shell and why get rid of the LS for this car. I mean, there's so many things that need to be talked about, but we're gonna dive in. So the car is painted a Phoenix yellow. It is a very Type R wannabe per se. Not that that's a bad thing, but kind of funny because it is literally the base model Integra. But none of that's even going to matter. We got the JDM nose. You got your Honda badge in red. Red Honda badge usually would symbolize that it's a Type R. And then you kind of walk down, and again, it is in that just gorgeous Phoenix yellow. That was one of the biggest things that pulled Shak to this car, is that color. I believe this is the Type R wing from factory. I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong, I apologize. We got quite a bit of cool stuff, though. So it wasn't California. Guy moved to South Carolina, and I guess he just had a couple of these sitting around. I didn't catch why he sold, but there is something really fantastic about this car, and it's all just going to come together. So we got the California plate still on here. I was talking with Shak, apparently in California, and again, let me know. If you sell your car, your plates go with it, which is pretty interesting, because here, if I sold my vehicle, I just keep my plates, throw them out, recycle them, do whatever. It doesn't matter. And then it's up to the next owner to get plates. But we got some slotted, drilled rotors down here, never even been used. It's got that Fast and Furious thing going on where there's no caliper, I guess. But again, we're going to get right into that. This thing is looking pretty cool, though. We got our corner lights, things like in the fender that we got to replace. It is definitely got its tint, and yeah, it's cool. I've actually always liked the quad headlight nose, but this looks really, really good in this color. We do have some mixed matched wheels, so that's something else that's going to have to be addressed. Let's dive into the interior first and show you what we got going on. So this thing's been on the wheel dolly for quite a while. Had a good probably 15-hour trip home, I'd figure, roughly. We got the clock up in the dash. I doubt it works. I know those go out like crazy. You got your Integra wheel, which I believe they use in the NSX as well. Pretty sick. No drivetrain at all, though. There is nothing in this car. We got some red NRG seats, which are pretty nice, actually. They're adjustable, so they're cool. I give them a pass. They're not trying too hard to be like crazy race seats. They're just nice buckets. Gonna need a headliner at some point. Probably gonna go through and paint some of the interior panels too, just to kind of make it all match. There is just loads of pieces missing from the car, but again, I think that's kind of the fun part about building a car, man. And we got the wiper delete, you got your antenna delete. Again, we got our red Honda badge. This car has been fresh painted. This is, unfortunately, probably first time seeing real salt. And Shaq said it didn't start getting dirty until about Virginia. Now, I would love to open up the trunk for you, but I think the plan is maybe we'll just offload it, and if Shaq wants to, we'll get it up on the lift. I will have a very big video series on this car. This is probably going to be one of the most important cars on our channel, for sure. Just cruised over in my black truck, too, to come check it out. This looks sick. So, I don't know, man. It's going to be a fun car. It's a 1996, but now let's get into why Shaq picked this up. So, the LS400 was great, but Shaq just picked up this Pilot. He's been having fun with it. A lot of the dudes in Endless have been getting some just like little all-wheel drive / four-wheel drive vehicles. Sean picked up a Lexus. I don't remember the model off the top of my head. Sorry, Sean. And so Remy just picked up an MDX. So now that Shaq has this nice new reliable daily, and the LS was a really great reliable daily as well, this just has a lot more of your daily comfort. So they've been having fun. He's got his lights on here. He's got his new wheels and tires and slotted brakes and all just like the fun things. He just picked it up. But you know, when you have this and it fits everybody, and I believe it has even an extra row of seats in the back, I think you didn't really need another four-door car that just isn't generally fast, and you just wanted a fun, you know, project car, make a little horsepower, that sort of thing. And he has the mini truck now, so that was the big reason for the replacement. But now, lastly, what makes this so cool? And the cool thing is, as we've actually helped our friend Alberto do, right down below, we have an S1 all-wheel drive kit all mounted up. So the whole point of this car is to get the K-Series in it with a all-wheel drive transmission and run our drive shaft and axles and all those sorts of fun things. And Shaq will have an all-wheel drive 96 Acura Integra run around on the road. And that is going to be a ton of fun. It's just not something we see a lot of over here. We do have a couple of these. Not many just daily drivers. Most of them are project cars if you see them around here. But in an instance like this will be all-wheel drive. And we don't have any all-wheel drive ones sitting around just on the road. Our friend Alberto, we helped him with his EK Civic a bit. That car is still just kind of in the process of getting worked on. He just has a bunch of friends helping him on it all at once. But that car will be all-wheel drive K-Series turbo for the track. Because this one right now, the plan is to just get it on the road with the K-Series and all that fun stuff, all-wheel drive, and just enjoy it. And then Shaq can just continue to build it. You know, we can upgrade to a short throw shifter and, you know, run the cold air intake and maybe eventually boost the car and, you know, mess with the suspension. And there's just like, there's so many things that can be done to the car. But the biggest thing right now is going to be sourcing an engine and transmission and axles and other small parts. He said the trim for like something like this is just in the trunk, which is cool. So I don't know what parts are in this thing. I don't know what else he's going to need. We're going to have to make a big checklist, but we are going to have a ton of fun with this project on the channel. So I'm really hyped for Shaq, man. This is just so cool. If you haven't already, go check out my last video where we drive around his LS400. I didn't realize that was going to be the end of it when we brought the car back. Shaq's like, I think I'm going to let go of the LS. He's like, I want something fast and fun, and I already got a daily now. And so I think this is a pretty rad replacement. And again, congrats to my cousin T for the purchase of the LS. So we'll still see it around on the channel, which is just as rad. And man, I am so excited to show you guys this project. We have been talking about it for a little while, trying to talk Shaq into it. I don't think he needed much convincing. I think this is exactly what he wanted. He even wanted to paint his truck yellow. And since he had a gold truck and a gold LS, I think that would probably end up staying gold for what I figure. So this is going to be one badass project.
It's got no brakes.
All right, so we'll push it off and then we'll run to the other side. All right, let's try it. Let's see what happens. One more. All right. Woo. rollers before it goes into Shaq's truck. So she has no brakes. But we're gonna get this thing in there. I'll see you when we get in there. Up she goes. So first time under here, Shaq goes, gonna need a wheel bearing. Look at that thing. This wheel's got a bend in it too. Obviously we're not gonna use these, but it's still funny to see. What do we got for struts up here? I don't know if we can read them. What kind of coilovers? Drag series coilovers. I have not heard of them, but doesn't mean they're not good. Got some new upper arms up there. That's cool. I don't know what this is. This must just be a factory Integra subframe, I think. Unless somebody swapped it all over with something else, like out of a CRV. I'm not sure what they primarily look like underneath, so unfortunately I'm not too much of a help there. I know on like when we did Alberto's EK Civic, he had to change his subframe to like an EG subframe, so something we're gonna have to learn about as I continue to learn. I'll know a little bit more. But yeah, there's definitely supposed to be an engine here too, so that's missing. But right here you got this beautiful tunnel for the drive shaft to run down. And they've already been doing the work too. Gonna have to run the exhaust and stuff, and all back here, look at that. That's where the S1 kit's all mounted up. The trailing arms gotta be bolted in here. I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to get done. This is just like a part of it, but this is really awesome, man. This is horrible. There's nothing bolting it in. I don't know. I mean, if we're not seeing something else that should be holding it in, or that is holding it in, but yeah, it's a little crazy because that wheel's just as bad too. Like, you come up here and this is solid, so you remove the tank, so it's got a fuel cell in the back already. Not sure how that is done.
Took that out.
Oh, I took the fuel cell. Shame. Yeah, we're gonna have to make something there. The guy that Shaq bought the car off of, I think he bought it. Yeah, he bought it like this essentially, and I guess it kind of just sat, and I don't know if he used it for parts or what. He had a couple other cars, but so it was whoever was before him that kind of did the work, and it looks like the premise is somebody started the project, had high hopes, and gave up halfway through. But this kit is, it's not the most expensive in the world, but it's not cheap at all either. So that was kind of a big selling point. And again, very clean underneath. The body being clean is something that is just hard to come by, especially for us here in Maine. We're right in the Rust Belt, and we got it bad. But you're gonna have to make something for this to mount to as well. I mean, we got a lot of work cut out ahead of us. I don't know what's going on here. The supports cut in the center. Yeah, right here.
This is where they have just the radiator support and also the intercooler support, because they have turbo.
Oh,
Put it on and just never finished it.
Weird. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. They did a good job. Like, it's cool seeing even everything in here painted too, which is really nice. You know, like some people would paint the outside of a car and skip out on things like this. You got a new brake reservoir and clutch master cylinder, which is cool. It's got the Hasport mounts. Those are pricey too, but step one, day one, is just making a list of everything that is needed. Well, we about ran through the car, kind of looked underneath it real quick, got a good look at some of the things that are going on here. But we got some work cut out for us for sure. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to learn a lot. And I think seeing this thing on the road is just going to be the coolest. Well, one more look at this thing before we push it outside. I'd love to get under here, but I think I need the key. I just wanted to see what was back there. I think there's like a drive shaft and things like that. I'm going to sit in it for the first time though, you know? Let's do that. Let's get a good look in here. Ooh, a little tough to get in. Probably going to move the seat back a little. Someone has put a little radio in here already, so that's cool. Wow, I feel really tall. I think if I can get the seat to go back. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now I feel too far away. So that's a mess. But yeah, it's funny, the pedals are just connected to 0. Oh, you know, I wonder what all happened here. Maybe this isn't an RS Integra now that we're in here. Somebody got rid of the sunroof. So this might have been an LS. Yeah, this definitely had one. So that's a neat thing to figure out last second. Also, completely random, but had to add in here before I end off the video. The car's original color was green. I think this door needs some pins too. She's got some clearance issues. This will be a really fun project though. This is gonna be pretty awesome to see. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And well, I guess just stay tuned for part 2 of the Integra build. Well, all right, everybody, that's going to do it for today's video. We got the car here, checked it out. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll really make a itemized list of some of the things we need to do. I guess the next part is probably going to be sourcing an engine or pulling an engine out of something else or something like that. So we got some time before the next video comes out, but definitely hope you guys are as excited as I am. Thanks so much for checking out today's vid, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and peace out. Dude, let's go. Actually fire. Actually so fire. You gotta keep it in this. It's your lifted rig.
BR.
That's cool.
Oh, hold on. Keep it rolling.
All right, I'm ready.
Watch this. Popping boba and the syrup.
Rose nuts.
Hey, man.
Actually, the hat's so sick though. That's such a.
It was nasty. I was like,
You watch them make it?
They didn't make it, but it is authentic.
That's
and
sick.
one thing I didn't know that I learned from an actual real cowboy. You see this number?
All right, yep.
Is basically the levels. So the higher the level, the better quality and everything is. So this
Sick.
one was pretty good, he said, for like a starter. 20. He had like 100, 150, and I was like, damn.
All right,
I need to get to that level.
All right, that's a perfect way to end the vid. Peace.